Okay, at least we do have some people that are in Congress, for instance. There are some people who have accepted the reality that there is a cover-up and that there are aliens and that a certain faction within the Pentagon knows all about it, right? There are some people, luckily, that are speaking out about it. And one of them is Tim Burchett. Okay, here's a story from Yahoo News from Monday. It says the headline reads, "Huge cover-up. GOP lawmakers says feds must release everything on UFOs." As a Republican lawmaker is accusing the government of a cover-up on UFOs days after a declassified report revealed hundreds of new encounters with what the military now prefers to call unidentified aerial phenomenon. Okay, again, they're calling it Yahoo News, again, not educating, not even doing a little cursory look at what UAP might stand for. Not only did they get the aerial part wrong, it should be anomalous, but they got phenomenon. They wrote phenomenon. No, it's phenomena, okay? But anyway, at least they have some good quotes here from Burchett. Says, "This thing is a huge cover-up for whatever reason," Representative Tim Burchett, R. Tennessee, told News Nation over the weekend. "And I just feel like America is ready. We need to know and to stop with all the shenanigans." Burchett, who also said there's a reference to a UFO in the Bible, said recent UFO footage shows the objects making the kinds of maneuvers that no human could withstand. "If you were human and make the turns that have been seen in some of this footage, you would literally turn into a ketchup package," he said. "I mean, you would be gone." He noted that clips of UFOs, such as the famous Tic Tac footage, shows no vapor trails typical of aircraft. Some have speculated that the seemingly impossible for human moves and lack of vapor trails are signs the objects are drones or balloons, potentially of foreign origin, at least in some cases, rather than crewed vehicles or extraterrestrial visitors. Burchett said the government has been covering up UFO encounters since the Roswell incident of 1947. He's absolutely correct on that point, yes. They have been covering it up since at least 1947, since the Roswell incident. Now, I don't agree with everything that Burchett says here, okay? I don't agree with everything. In fact, I'm going to read one of the things I don't, we'll get to that later here. There's something I don't agree with him on. It says, I don't trust the government. I don't trust government. Okay, I agree with him there. There's an arrogance about it. Yes, I agree with him there. I think the American public can handle it and they need to release everything. Yes, I agree with him there. That, he said, includes potential UFO spacecraft or material from a spacecraft. Now, Burchett has also said in a different article that I read that he was told that the Roswell incident actually involved two UFOs. He said somebody told him that the Roswell incident involves two UFOs crashed into each other. From the research, that was something that the late Stanton Friedman used to say. He firmly believed that that there were from the research that he did. That it seemed that Roswell involved two flying saucers crashing into each other. Now, from the research that was done actually more extensively by Donald Schmitt and Thomas Carey, and they wrote multiple books on this. I talk about their books a lot. Witness to Roswell was one of them. The latest one was Roswell, the Ultimate Cold Case Closed. Right? It seems to be one. It was one flying saucer that crashed. And I don't know who told him that. I mean, it could have been somebody that's interested in UFOs, that's probably read one of Stanton Friedman's books or saw an interview with Stanton Friedman. But I don't agree with that. But then again, that doesn't make me right either. I'm just saying, I don't think it was two flying saucers. From the research that was uncovered by Schmitt and Carey, I believe it was just one. You know, one flying saucer somehow crashed. Maybe it was struck by lightning. There was a lightning storm apparently the night before. The one rancher, Mac Brazel, discovered some of the debris on one of the ranches, on this Foster ranch that he was working on back in July of 1947. But again, at least Burchett's coming out and saying, I mean, you don't have to agree with any of this guy's politics or anything like that. And actually, the entire UFO subject should be a nonpartisan style thing. For one thing, I think everyone should be able to agree on this, no matter what what side of the aisle you stand on, right? And I'm glad to see people like Tim Burchett standing up and making statements like this, because he's right. There is a cover-up and they are hiding stuff. Now, I don't know how much exactly he's been made privy to on this. I'd love to have a talk with him and find out. He probably wouldn't tell me. It might be classified. I don't know. But apparently he knows enough to understand that there is a cover-up. And obviously, there's some other people in Congress, like Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, Senator Marco Rubio, that they wanted that bipartisan whistleblower language in the 2023 National Defense Authorization Act bill. They were the ones who pushed for it. They were among the ones who pushed for it to have it in there. So there are some people on both sides of the aisles working together who understand that there is some sort of cover-up going on, and they're trying. They are trying. Anyway, but it's nice again. I'm glad to see someone like Tim Burchett. You're seeing Congress people stepping forward. I don't know exactly what he knows, if he's been if he's privy to some classified information, or if he knows for a fact. Right? If somebody actually provided him some factual evidence where he knows, or he come to the conclusion like I have, well, then again, someone like me, I saw one of the craft and I saw one of the beings. So, I know because of that. I know for a fact just because of that. So it's nice to see some people, in the Congress making statements like that. I would like to see more people step forward and make similar statements like Tim Burchett and point out what's going on here. Point out that there is a lie, that there's some secret control group within the Pentagon that's keeping a lid on this and trying to put the toothpaste back into the bottle on this. I know 5 years ago it seemed like everything was all hunky dory when those videos were leaked, right? But now it seems like some people within the Pentagon are trying to no, we can't go that far. We can't tell them the truth, all right? But at least there are some people, trying to make them tell the truth. Anyway, until next time.